Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and today I will be showing you how to create cascades in Evolution 2. That is Jurassic World Evolution 2, not just any Evolution 2. This is a favorite enclosure of mine from my Germany park that has finally premiered, and I have been wanting to show you this enclosure and how to build this enclosure for so long. It's been on my mind ever since I started the channel. I wanted to show you, so the day has finally come, so let's get right into it. So the first thing that you want to do is to find a slope on a map like this. On the Germany map, you will be putting a viewing gallery on it. This is the viewing gallery that will be overlooking the Cascades from the ground up. And I also forgot to put in an entrance point, so I'm doing it now. One of the paths will go to this viewing gallery, another one will create a perfect circle. It can take a while to create this perfect half circle. You will have to go back and forth. Sometimes it might happen, so please don't lose hope that you will be successful. I'm putting in the viewing galleries right away because I want them to be aligned with the pathway. As you can see, I'm trying to put them on all sides equally. Put in the paths, and now the fence. I am aligning the fence perfectly with the path, trying to follow the path. Over here, I was thinking, what do I do with the fence? I curved it the other way around, and then we will fill in some rocks. If you know my channel, if you have seen my videos, you will know that I like to use rocks as natural barriers. Here you can see that if the fence is not perfect from one side, you can do it from the other side and then just join it. Here I was looking for some perfect point where the map was ending and I could go all the way to the map's edge with the fence, because we want to create this illusion that the fence continues somewhere behind the trees where we can't see. Here I'm painting the rock texture all over the place. This is the best rock texture in the game that we have. This map has a very bad sand. The temperate environment has very bad sand, but it has the best rocks. I'm placing some rocks right next to the fence by the edge of the map so that I don't get a notification about danger to guests. And I'm also placing rocks over here. As I said, I like to use the rocks as natural barriers, and it looks nicer for the guests actually when they come and see the enclosure. There's like no fence in the rear view, like somewhere back behind. I'm placing some smaller rocks in the spaces between the bigger rocks so that, you know, the game thinks that there's like no danger anywhere. I'll be putting Parasaurolophus here so there wouldn't be any danger, you know, like anyhow, but you know, as we have seen in Camp Cretaceous and, you know, on several other occasions, the Stegosauruses in the second movie, for example, that herbivores can be dangerous too. Placing a ditch over here. You want the first layer of the cascades, or the lowest layer, to be lower than your viewing galleries, and then the second layer to be slightly lower than the viewing galleries, to be like, you know, so that the guests can actually see the dinosaurs. Because if you place the viewing galleries down and then you just only go up, the guests won't be able to see the dinosaurs. Now I'm placing the water and repairing the fence. If you know me, you know that I won't have any crooked fences over here. No, that's not how we do things here. Not on this channel. Doing some little repairs again. And you want to have this water groundwork done at first. Here is what I was saying with the second layer of the cascades. You want it to be somewhat in the view of the viewing galleries, like the same level, the same height, but slightly lower, so that the guests can actually see that level. And what you want to do is not go very symmetric with it. try to create some poles on one side that won't be on the other side. Here, as you can see, the slope is slightly more, what's that word? Steep. It's slightly steeper. I'm using the smooth brush over here so that the fences are not crooked, and putting the water in all of these layers that I have created with the terrain work. It might not look very impressive from up above, but when you look at it from the ground level, it creates nice cascading pools in the enclosure. What I am about to do now is to place some rocks right next to the steepest parts of the enclosure of the cascades, because you don't want your dinosaurs to walk on the steepest parts, because what animal would do that, right? So I'm creating some natural barriers over here. If I was using mods, I would use the invisible fences. But as I'm not using mods, the rocks is basically all I have. And so a little tip for you who are using mods and want to create some realism in your enclosures: if you create steep cliffs, use invisible fences. Now I need to use the rocks to completely and totally enclose the steep part of the terrain, which is, it could be overwhelming because it is a lot of work. Well, basically not a lot of work, but it's a little extra work that you need to do to create this extra layer of realism, because you really don't want your dinosaurs to walk down the steep cliffs. It doesn't look realistic, it doesn't look good. But remember to hide the fact that these rocks are there for this purpose. So use the rocks elsewhere, try to not be so linear with it, try to create this illusion that it was just like a rock slide or something. And now we're getting to the part which sometimes can be a little tedious. It is placing the rocks all over the enclosure, and you know that I like my rocks. I like to put as many rocks as I can in the enclosure to create this extra layer. My God, what is happening to my words coming out of my mind? I'm sorry. Apparently I can't speak. So you want these rocks in your enclosure, you want as many of them as you like. And this is a rocky enclosure, these are rocky cascading pools, so you want to have as many rocks as you can. Mix in the big rocks with the medium rocks and with the smallest rocks to create some sort of realism, to create this illusion that all of these chunks, smaller chunks of rocks, fell from the bigger rocks. Try to make some rock formations, and this video is becoming just the rocks. This is a lecture on how to put in rocks, because there's so many of those rocks and the word has now lost its meaning. And here I found out that I forgot about the upper part, so I placed some more rocks in there. You really need to be patient with this, because this is the majority of the work that you need to do. Of course, the terrain work, and I'm using these, are these leafy climbers? I can't really see that. See, yeah. My program kind of like blurs it now that I'm looking at it in retrospective. I think they are leafy climbers. You can see what they are. For this enclosure, they are perfect, and you want to use them sparsely. You don't want to use them in big chunks so that they're not blocking the view. And I feel that they fit there really well, and we'll be putting Parasaurolophus in there right about now. So these are the Paras. They are looking very nice. I love Parasaurolophus. It's no secret, they are social interacting. It's so cute. And I think that they are the best animals to put here in this kind of enclosure. Any hadrosaur, basically. And you know that hadrosaurs are my favorite species of dinosaur, so of course. Oh, the tree was blocking the view. And what else did I want to say about these Paras? You can put any, yeah, Allura Titan would be nice here, and I was actually considering putting it here, but initially it was Paras. I'm sorry that I have so many videos with Parasaurolophus, but it's one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time, outside the game as well, so they are really looking good, they're really looking nice, and I love them in this enclosure. So these were the Cascades, ladies and gentlemen. I am really happy that you stuck by, that you watched this video. My name is Tommy, and you know what's coming. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you like my content, please do consider subscribing, because I have more of this coming up, much more. We'll be continuing the Jurassic Park Atlantis series, and also the Germany Park tour is coming up, so you'll find it on my channel. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye bye.